We're back with a new episode of svMerSea. Our plans have changed for this cruising season. We even have made a sweatshirt to commemorate it. Plans Be Damned sweatshirt. It's a limited edition, and you can grab one for yourself. Just go to our website at svMerSea.com. We're still in Puerto Escondido to discuss with you what our change of plans are. Hola.
Hola.
Bienvenidos. We are here. We're about halfway through our voyage, our season of sailing on Mersea in the Golfo de California. Yeah, it's been pretty awesome. We love this lifestyle. We're happy that we chose it, and that we get to do it. And the first thing I thought because our plans have changed since we started this season, and our plans now are not to go across to Mazatlan, and we are gonna go back up, but not to Puerto Penasco.
Darn. I was looking forward to the dust and the smell of burnt plastic.
Yeah. We have made it into Baja California Sur, and we are not going back to the Norte, but we are gonna cross. And so, we'll be doing that around the beginning of April and leaving our boat in San Carlos if all goes to plan. And there's a possibility we might be selling our boat if we get a larger one, if we find one that we feel is good for us or perfect for us, and that's in our budget, and so not far away. And yeah, and then next year we'll do the west coast of Mexico,
Or work on the boat.
but we'll see what happens.
Yeah, you never know. You never know what's going to happen. You're just here for the ride.
But we hope for the best.
Always. Or better.
Hope for the best. So yeah, the reason we had a change of plans is because we did not have fun the first two sails of our trip, and we just felt like to cross over to Mazatlan in this boat, it's just no. So we want a little bit of a bigger boat, 38, 40, 42, to do longer passages. And so
Yeah, invite some friends over.
yeah,
Parents.
hopefully.
Like that.
Yeah. So you can hold Matt to that, even though he's not so keen on waiting around you know what? We could probably deal with waiting around for people. We just don't want to hurry up for them. So that was a little, not stressful, but we didn't get to enjoy
Meeting
way
people
down.
at a certain time.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the problem with sailors.
You gotta
a
have the
schedule.
cash to come at the last minute.
The flexibility, at least.
But yeah, so shout out to Matt Myers, who we'll see in a few weeks.
Looking forward to that.
But we'll still be in this area, so we don't have to rush anywhere. That's nice.
Being on anchor.
Oh, I wanted to bring up what we're finding, even though we were doing this last year, what do you think the best thing is about being on anchor?
Oh, goodness. You're usually in a beautiful place where you can fish and snorkel, and I just like just being self-sufficient. You know, you're making your own electricity, and you're just being careful with water, and exploring the islands that were on the hook around, anchored around, meeting the other sailors, going over for sundowners, and just meeting other people. That's the most fun. And you can do that here in a marina as well. It's just a lot of people are kind of working. A lot of people honestly aren't even at their boats in a marina unless they're out, on the mooring field. They're just not here, so you don't meet a lot of people.
A lot of people take their boats to marinas when they need to go away and fly out. So, like where we are, there's only one other couple in the small marina in the back of Puerto Escondido where we're at. Although they're lovely, and he plays the accordion every day, which is awesome. I love listening to it. I was working on reports yesterday, and it was so nice to hear someone playing the accordion. So thank you for that, George. And it was nice meeting you, Barbara, yesterday. So what do you think? Oh, I should go. The best thing about staying at Anchorage, it's just beautiful. If you are comfortable with the temperature, you can jump in the water. Last time I got to go paddleboarding, I did not fall, so that was awesome. I didn't have to experience the water temperature.
It's about 69 degrees. The air's been around, low 70s, high 60s as well. So a little chilly, a little on the chilly side. And you can't turn the heater on when you're out there anchored. There's no real electricity to do that. I guess you could for a little while, but you're really just on battery energy and what we capture from the sun.
Yeah. And it wasn't extremely warm out, so it's not like if I fell in the water, I warm up really quickly from the sun. So, and it's nice to go to shore and explore different places, and sailing to get there. Matt usually catches us fish more than half the time, I think.
It's a team effort, but
and it is nice to be self-sufficient in a lot of ways. Although it's nothing like what sailors had to deal with 100 years ago. So, it's nice. We can have Wi-Fi with Starlink and all that kind of stuff. What I think is not fun about being at anchor is you have to monitor, at least we do, electricity. So, my probably number one complaint is not being able to use the heater because it's been cold lately.
And limited internet as well. You can't turn the Starlink on, but maybe an hour or two a day, max.
If even that. Because we don't have dinghy davits, if we want to go to shore, we have to... Well, Matt has to carry the dinghy motor to the dinghy after he gets the dinghy in the water, and it's just a long process, but the motor is heavy-ish, and so that's another thing we would like to find on our boat: dinghy davits. Doesn't even necessarily have to come with a dinghy, but dinghy davits and we'd like to have or put solar on the top, so that'd be nice. But I guess one thing that you might agree with about being negative at anchor is just the concern of dragging anchor.
Yeah, there's some excitement to that too, though. It sounds funny, but when you're at home or at a marina, nothing's really going to happen, so you're not really thinking about all that.
And you get to sleep really well.
Yeah, so there's some relief to that, but there's also some excitement to setting up a anchor alarm and just kind of, monitoring that People ask me, we're doing Spanish classes online and stuff, and people always ask, "Oh, that's a hard way to live. What's the hardest thing?" And it's like I was really thinking about it. I don't know. There's a lot of things that are different, and harder, I guess. But
we've gotten used to everything for the most part.
It's I have an anchor alarm and a little phone holder that sits there to monitor it all night.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, when I wake up and turn over to the other side, I look at it real quick and fall asleep again. And yeah, it weighs on you a little bit, but unless the wind's really blowing and you're really worried about your anchor holding, it's not really a big problem.
Yeah, and just maybe if the weather changes for the worse, but we have sort of figured out the weather as much as anyone can around here, so
starting to get
we've
better.
Been pretty good at it, just doubling,
just avoiding it. Pulling into a marina anytime the wind blows, really.
So,
because when it blows here.
Yeah,
and you
it's
look
been
out,
blowing a lot.
And no one's out, and you're so glad. Like today, I was up in the canyon doing hikes, and I looked down, and it's just white caps out there. And I'm like, oh, thank God we're not out there. It's just that's stressful. What's your favorite part about being in a marina?
There's a market nearby.
There's a good market here. A little expensive depending on what you're getting,
but it's just convenient. Mm-hmm. And the ladies there are really nice, and get to practice Spanish, Española a little bit, and the shower. The showers here are like the best. They really are. And they clean them like 10 times a day. But just the water pressure and the heat, unless a ton of people have taken a shower before you, which is why I haven't gone in. It's Friday. Friday evening is usually heavy shower traffic time.
Yeah, so it wasn't very hot. At least.
Yeah,
it was warm. I didn't want to get out of the shower, and when I did, I toweled off really quickly. Yeah. Thank goodness my hair dries really quickly these days.
It does. It's nice.
It's amazing.
I'm so jealous.
I don't know what to tell you.
Not enough to acquire your haircut, but I will probably wait to go a little later when it warms up again, but so that's nice. I feel like I don't need to do laundry very often, but I do when I'm here. And you could tell that it was super windy out today because everyone was in the marina, and I luckily went to the laundry room early enough because when I went back to put my stuff in the dryer, there was like a line out the door. It was so packed. Everyone's here right now, waiting out the windstorm, and but that's nice. It's nice to know how secure you are. And it's nice because I can take Zephyr for a walk easily, and it's warm enough. I was noticing that today. It's warm enough here that I'm much more motivated than in Santa Cruz to take him out for walks.
Yeah. It's nicer too. We're surrounded by the mountains here.
Yeah. It's gorgeous.
Really unbelievable. They're just dramatically rise above this valley here, and it's just amazing.
Yeah.
Really, really amazing sight.
Yeah. So, what do you think are the negatives about being in a marina?
Oh gosh, I'd like to explore. There is something about, a lot of sailors will claim they don't like marinas, and I tend to believe them. But it depends where you are, really. I'd love to be here when the wind's howling. I don't really like to be out there rocking around in the cold and, worrying about the next time, the anchor starts slipping. What do I really What was the question again?
What do you least like about being in a marina?
What do I least like about being in a marina? Yeah, you can get a little stir crazy because you're not getting anywhere. You have to go farther to fish because you're not going to fish in the marina.
Yeah.
So I have to go farther to find fish and stuff, and that's fun. That's exploring and stuff. But when we're on the hook, I usually just I can fish from the boat. Or it's more fun to take the dinghy over to some cove and do a little spear fishing. I can't spear fish here, not really anywhere near here. I guess I could go around the side and do a little bit of that, but it's just easier when you're on a smaller bay. And so I miss spear fishing, and I miss, I've been doing a lot of hiking, but I miss the kind of smaller island exploring and hiking there. And yeah, that's probably sums it up.
Yeah, I feel like I start to get a little bit lazy when I'm in a marina. Yeah, and spending the money because they aren't cheap anymore. And you I think we've been to the market almost every day that we've been here. So, which is nice, but it's not like we really, really need to. But we're just taking advantage of it.
Yeah, they have a good produce section.
Yeah, that's actually not expensive, so believe it or not, that's really nice. And then meeting, yeah, I guess I have more positive things to say about being in marinas and Anchorage than negative things to say about either one. It's nice to meet the locals here and practice Espanol, although they want to practice their English with you. And then kind of get lazy and just speak English.
Well, in either way, it beats the hell out of being in the rain in Northern California. And it definitely beats working in Northern California and having to deal with the rain.
Yeah. What do you think, Zephyr? You want to come here? Come here.
Come on.
Come here.
He's gotta choose. Oh, he wants the belly rub.
Well,
oh my goodness.
You can't see him right now. Zephyr, you want to come
here?
Come here. Come here. You want a belly rub? Here, come here. Look at your fans. Say hi. Hi. Yeah. It's Lobo. Es nuestro Lobo. He's our wolf.
No. Loco Lobo.
Yeah. What do you like, Zephyr? I like fish.
Do you love your daddy?
I love fish. I love fish. You like fish, Zephyr? Fish? Yes, he loves fish.
Fish? Oh, he likes fish. We'll give him some fish.
You want fish?
Every time we catch a fish, he's just all up
He
in
licks.
the ears.
He licks the fins.
He's a little fish freak.
And when he hears the
click of
yeah,
the reels, you know he got a fish. He gets excited.
He doesn't like anyone's face to face. So. Anyway, well, we're in Puerto Escondido, and I think we're gonna take off tomorrow, depending on the weather. If it's mellow enough, although we'd like to sail, but I gotta check it again. So, anyways, thanks for watching. Aww.
Thanks for
Bye-bye.
liking and watching
Adios.
and subscribing.
Yeah, like and subscribe. Here.
It's bright in here.
Yeah, it's bright. It's bright and sunny.